Hey there, and welcome back to the final segment that Marty and I are going to be hosting here on today's coverage of Dice Tower Con 2018.
The 2018 Dice Tower Con. Can you believe it, Suzanne Sheldon?
We're pretty sure it's true.
Yeah.
Math checks out. No argument here.
Okay.
Yay!
Hey, I looked it up.
Okay.
On the interwebs.
And the internet never lies.
Yes.
So it must be true.
Speaking of lying.
Wow.
Wow,
How about segment?
Yeah.
But we're out down here. Yeah. Quality down here.
So, before we get into all of our rigmarole and whatnots,
Rigmarole.
I just want to remind everybody one more time, if you're tuning into the live stream right now, tonight at 7 o'clock p.m., Tom himself will be hosting another live stream of a live play with real people of magical athletes. So that's going to be pretty cool. Catch that tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. on this channel.
7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yes.
And you have 30 minutes left to enter our contest to try to win one of two $25 gift certificates from Cool Stuff Inc. And all you have to do is use the hashtag DTCQA, send us a question, and we may answer it at the end of this segment.
Yep, we're going to do a little something first, but we're going to get to those questions, and everyone who has sent us a question or any tweet with that hashtag afterwards is going to be entered into a contest where we're going to randomly draw two of you, and you're going to both win a $25 gift certificate to Cool Stuff Inc.
That's right.
But
I
first,
gotta tweet. I gotta get into
You gotta get on this. This is good stuff here.
What question?
Any
Marty,
question.
some hosts of Dice Tower are not eligible to enter.
Something doesn't feel right.
I know, it's just sad. But oh yes, something's missing. We got Suzanne here.
Yeah. Oh, I know what it is.
Oh God.
Of course. In honor of our special guest, Suzanne Sheldon, without whom there would be no Team Vest, we wanted to take this opportunity to share this 30 minutes with you as Team Vest. Something's still missing though.
Something's still missing.
Yeah, because you are
Team Vest leader.
You are the cornerstone. There would be no Team Vest if not for you and your trials through Gen Con.
We're just minions in this organization.
Yes.
But don't worry.
Because
Queen Vest.
We made sure that all of our vest embroidering team went out and got a vest for our leader, Suzanne Sheldon. So it's long overdue that
Is this live?
yeah, we made sure that this was going to be live.
This is family friendly.
And public.
Remember?
Yes. And captioned. So yeah, that was one of our stipulations that we made sure. But here you go. We want you to have this vest because without you, again, all of the vest stuff that goes on Twitter and all of the images, it's all because of you. It comes from you.
I feel so acknowledged right now.
So we await the dawning of the vest. Now, for those who don't know,
Yes.
Team Vest has been a little thing that Chaz and I have been doing for the past several years. It all started, I believe,
Oh my God, I can't
about
believe
3
I'm
years
doing
ago,
this.
when Suzanne was helping out at a local convention
In Washington State?
In Washington State, and they had all the helpers. I guess there were indicated
staff.
by the staff wore vests. Well,
Yeah.
she
Brilliant.
mistakenly took a selfie of herself in a mirror wearing that vest. And when you do things like that, they tend to go viral.
My life was never the same.
It was not.
No.
I've become a whole person because of this.
Okay, I got to admit, this started out as a gag. You know, so you
It should never go beyond that point, Chaz.
Oh, let's get your mic. Let's get our mics onto our vests. Proper vest etiquette.
Oh, yeah.
So there's
okay.
not as much scraping.
Oh, God forbid that we scrape and lose our mics on these. Like, if we wouldn't have to wear our vests
So
as the mic.
after Suzanne's wonderful mind-altering photograph of her showing her gaming vest.
Mind-altering.
Yes, when I first met you in person at Dice Tower Con 3 years ago. First time Suzanne walks in the door, there I am to greet her with a huge hug and my gaming vest on. And yes, and of course.
Do you call it your gaming vest?
Oh, of course. It started out as a gag, but I got to admit, it's so handy. I actually want to start wearing these things around at conventions.
What is wrong with you?
Don't you look at all the pockets? I mean,
yes.
you can put like eyeglasses and extra dice and tokens.
I am not going fishing
Well, this isn't fish. This is a gaming vest.
Fishing
this
for
is a
fun.
Fishing vest. This is
Yeah.
a gaming vest.
See, you have inspired me. This has actually entered my fashion. This piece of gaming fashion has entered my wardrobe, my rotation, as it were, my gaming rotation. In fact, it has inspired me to start my own company of gamer fashions. And I wanted to show my ideas. Maybe I'm open to investments from my friends to get in on this, but I wanted to show and share with you my ideas for board game fashions.
This is good.
Okay? First of all,
boy.
okay, most everyone's got feet. And not only everyone's got feet, most people got 2 feet, right?
Not
okay?
all, but most, yes.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I don't want to exclude anyone. But, so that's why I've developed the gamer shoe. All right? Now, with the beauty of the gamer shoe is that it may appear to be just a normal shoe. Okay?
I guess.
But this is a gamer shoe.
Well worn.
Yeah, well, yes. Okay.
It smells to be like a regular shoe.
Yes. Okay. Well, you ain't smelled nothing yet.
Oh, God.
Because what makes it the gamer shoe is it comes pre-packed with a bunch of meeples. All right. Now, okay. Now this is true. This is just a prototype, and wearing it does kind of feel like walking on gravel constantly, but you have your meeples with you all the time. Okay.
Yes.
And you only have to like disinfect them every 3rd game. So I'm wondering, you know, if you were, what I'm going to do is I'm going to present my ideas to you, and
Okay.
I want to see, of all the ideas, how likely would you be to invest heavily in my company for for this product?
For yes, okay. Well, that is the gamer shoe.
Yes.
Clearly an inspired product.
No, it's opaque. It's not clear. But go on.
And these massage the bottom of your feet as you walk on them?
See?
I
There
like
you
it.
go.
I like it.
Yes.
You
Yes.
spin, the queen of spin. Yes.
Yes. And it exfoliates the bottom of your feet also.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, the blood keeps your feet nice and moist too as you're walking around.
Yeah, clearly inspired. I not clearly, but I feel
Opaquely.
like I can't determine how my money should be spent unless I see your other product offerings.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So,
All right. Fair enough. Next up, I have. We're all fans of gaming at this table, right?
I've been known to enjoy a game or two.
Yes, yes. And that's why I want to introduce
Don't put those
you
near me.
to the gaming fashion
I
accessory.
touched them.
That was a big mistake, buddy.
Does anybody have any hand sanitizer?
I want to introduce you. Oh, you're gonna get dirtier before you get better. So I'll wait till the end.
Okay.
I want to introduce you to the gaming fashion accessory that every social deduction gamer needs.
Ah.
The gamer fan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just imagine if you were you're in the middle of a game of werewolf. Ask me if I am the werewolf.
Are you the werewolf?
No. See?
You have no idea?
You have no idea. And
Totally.
then boom, you're eaten.
You were totally hidden.
Yeah.
A
Subterfuge.
perfect mask.
Yes. Yes.
It's for those that don't have a poker face.
yes.
Yeah.
And I have been told before that a lot of people want to play Texas Hold'em with me because they feel that they will win lots and lots of money.
And
Yes.
if you'll notice, that fan will fit perfectly inside of your gaming vest.
Yes. See, it's made to go together. Look at that. That is slick.
Oh yeah, super slick, like a glove.
Yes. Or
Speaking
a
of glove-
shoe.
That would have been perfect.
Now, that's still the prototype stage.
Okay, yeah.
But, okay, now,
But wait,
But wait,
there's more.
there's more.
of course there is.
All right. Most everyone's got's a head, right? Most people have got one.
True.
Okay, I think we safely assume everybody's got at least one head.
Exactly. Right. So what are you going to do with your dome while you're playing games and you got these harsh lights beating down on you or miscellanea? You need a gamer hat. Now, this hat may look like any other normal hat.
As it does.
That's because it is. Because when it comes to the gamer hat, admittedly, that's as far as I've got. So,
A little more development on that one.
yeah, it's got to go back
That's,
into.
that's still an alpha.
That's an
Way
alpha.
early prototype.
Yeah, we're totally.
Bold
totally.
of you to bring it to the table with these other highly refined product concepts.
I know, I'm almost a hero.
I think that really speaks to your confidence in the hat.
I think it really does. Yes, yes. Some might call it misplaced confidence, but
most would,
most,
but perhaps not all.
Wow, most people are talking about it. Okay,
That entertainment bar is still pretty much right around here,
okay.
right?
Well, let's raise the bar with my final
Oh,
offering.
okay, here we
My
go.
final offering for the gamer in your life.
Oh my goodness.
I brought one for everybody.
Okay.
All right. yeah,
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So this is the gamer Bit-O cloth.
Okay.
Now this has
This has
a Bit-O cloth.
Yeah.
This has 1,001 uses, and by 1,001 uses, I mean 3. Okay. Now, say you're playing your game,
He's touching him again.
your hidden resource game.
Yes.
All right. Now you don't know how many resources I have.
I am completely flummoxed by your cloth.
That's what it's called, the Flummox. That's
The
exactly.
Flummox.
Yeah, it's the Flummox.
Is that the brand name?
Yes, that's the brand name of it. So you owe me 5 cents now for trademark infringement.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got here your hidden resources. Okay. Again, too, you have social deduction as well. Okay?
It's multi. If you don't want the fan,
Right.
you want to like the multi-purpose product.
If you're cheapskate.
This is it.
Uh-huh.
So the fan's a little more expensive. This is a
Oh
bit
yeah,
less.
the fan's way more expensive. Yeah.
But you allow, like not a werewolf.
Yeah, yeah,
See?
exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh.
Yes. And the third use, I'm not even going to tell you what it was. I'm going to let you figure that out for yourselves. But let's just say whatever you come up with, I may steal. So there you go. So we got the gamer shoe, the gamer personal fan, the gamer hat, TBD, and the gamer Bit-O cloth.
Gamer bandana.
Yeah,
Like
for
the
the
gamer
sweat.
bandana
For the sweat.
to keep your hair out of your face. Because
For-
I know you two suffer from the problem of your hair. Like when you're playing a game and your hair gets in your face. Isn't
Yeah,
that
all
the
the
worst?
all the time.
It's rough, right?
Oh,
So-
see, look at there. So that's it. When you're looking down at the game table, your hair would come down.
Yes.
This would keep your hair back.
Yes.
Yes.
See, look, there's your third.
Yeah, I'm stealing that right now as we
Okay.
speak. Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. That's very nice.
Yes.
Very nice. Well thought out product details.
Thank you. See, this is definitely, now that I've shared them with you, I'm so glad that I've spent the last 6 months working on this. So,
Time well spent,
Thank you.
clearly,
Thank
for
you.
this refined product pitch.
yes,
So which of these products would you like to invest in?
that's really my question
So
for both
the,
of you.
The question is which,
Me?
not would
Me?
you?
Yes, please. Because
Stop touching him with your hand. Don't smell your hand. No, don't smell your hand.
you know the old saying, keep your friends closer, but your personal investors even closer still. Something like that. Keep your friends.
We'll go with that. Well, thank you, Mr. Marler, for your excellent product pitches. I appreciate the time that you've clearly put into prototyping
Oh yes.
and sales pitching, and of course your price point
Oh yes.
and margin calculations.
What is the
All
price
very
point?
high, very high. We're going to have really high profit.
Is this going to be
margins.
kickstarted?
Oh, well, see, if I made these included with the shoe and made them miniatures, definitely going to Kickstarter with that. Because that alone, that'll be
I
$1
love
million.
seeing the stretch goals.
Yeah. Oh, stretch. Okay. Yes. Stretch
Like
goal.
the stretch goal is like the other shoe.
Like
the
It's only one
oh, I
gamer
thought
shoe.
there'd be like a shoe
A
one.
second
See?
shoe.
There you go. Stretch goal.
Oh my gosh. You could make
And
partner.
you put dice in that one.
Oh my gosh.
Nipples in one, dice in the other.
I'm getting excited. If only there was some way to calm myself
You're
down
getting
with some air.
verklempt.
Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys kind of percolate on these things, and you can get back to me. Bring your checkbooks, and you can
Yes,
get back
yeah,
to me,
yeah.
and you can let me know which ones you want to invest in first. Not just which one you want to invest in, but which one first.
Hold on, we just had a live comment come in, Chaz.
Oh no!
To our contest at hashtag DDCQA. I can't remember it for some reason. It says, that hurt. I suggest you guys invent some kind of dice tower hat that can actually function as a working dice tower.
There you go. Well, yeah, they can just rain down over you. I like that. There we go. Whoever
Comes with your own loss of vision and eye puncturing.
You could have the tray right
disclaimer.
there too, so it just accumulate right in front of you.
Well,
That
then
is-
you wouldn't have to look. You could just see through.
Yes, if you use opaque dice, or if you use transparent dice, clearly, if you clearly use dice, then it would work.
Now, this is a tougher one to answer.
Oh no.
Again, going back to gaming accessories.
Okay.
Where does one acquire a gamer vest?
Ah, that is a very good question. Now, well, the official Team Vest is only produced after a very thorough vetting period of the candidates. There's actually 5 members of Team Vest now. There's, of course, Suzanne, founding member. Chaz, the best member, and Marty, the next member. There is also Joanne, who we played with at Origins.
Yes.
Who received them. And Rich Sommer,
yes,
who was in the running in a charity auction. And because of his high bids, we allowed him to also come on as the Team Vest intern.
Yes. And of course, Joanne being the only member of Team Vest actually approved by the Team Vest founder.
Yes.
Including the Team Vest founder. Joanne is the only person approved to wear a vest without disdain.
If you hang around Team Vest long enough, you'll know that details are not important.
Now, we do have some outliers. There's this fellow, Rodney Smith, who keeps complaining about how he thought he was a member of Team Vest, but does not have a vest.
He didn't fill out his paperwork correctly.
He did not. He did not completely fill out his application. Plus, there's this whole Canadian thing going on.
Oh, the exchange rate. See, we actually have to give him a dickie because of the exchange rate. He gets less, so no vest for Rodney. I'm sorry.
Gaming dickie for Rodney.
Cargo dickie?
Yeah, cargo dickie for Rodney.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What kind of
They might actually look better than these things.
Well, as long as it has a pocket. We give it a pocket, it'll be okay. But if you want to get a bootleg Team Vest, you of course could go and look for the Master Sportsman Khaki 26 pocket vest. That's what our vests are closely based on. But
closely based on.
Could you imagine looking out over that sea of gamers?
Oh my gosh!
And just,
if you could see behind us, could you imagine seeing hundreds of people donning gaming vests?
All adorned.
There would be a tear right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some tears.
I'd have a tear from where you punched me. Right?
Yeah.
But
that would be amazing.
3,000 gaming vests, all because of you? That would be amazing.
Why? What did I?
We need a booth.
I really hurt you, didn't I?
Can we get a booth at Gen Con? Oh. You know that these things would sell?
You know, people have actually seriously asked me about that, and to which I asked them if they wanted to invest in that piece of apparel, and that's when they walked away. But them throwing their shoe at me is what gave me the idea for this one, actually. So.
Yeah, I'm starting to like the shoe. If I can throw it at you.
Wow.
Yet another use.
Yes. Okay, since there are questions coming in, why don't we round out the rest of our time? Let me put my fine prototypes away, and let's turn to the rest of the questions that we have for the time we have remaining.
Yeah, and Suzanne, if you don't mind, you can sit in here and chime in with us. These are questions we can answer.
Sure.
We'll have some discussion. We've already pre-picked some of these that it's easy for us to chit-chat about and talk about. But even if we don't pull your question out of the list, you are still entered to win the contest that will conclude at the end of this broadcast, where we'll draw 2 names for a $25 two.
That's a very good point. I wanted to mention
baseball thing.
That, yes, if we read your question, these are not necessarily the winners. It's just these are the questions that we found that bubbled to the top of our list. The winners will be selected from all questions received using the hashtag later.
So, first question from M_Stigard. What was the most exciting Kickstarter you've ever backed? That's a good question. I'll go ahead and answer because I had a chance to think about this for a second.
Okay.
It was actually Blood Rage. I got a chance to demo an early type of Blood Rage with Eric Lang, and I fell in love with the game. So when the Kickstarter came out and they started opening up all these super nice miniatures and all these expansions and everything, I just got really giddy. And that's one of those where, you know, if you invest in a CMON game, once all the stuff unlocks, you're getting all this really cool extra stuff.
Sure.
So when that shipment came in and all those wonderful pieces and miniatures were there and I got to play the game, I just loved the game. So that was my most anticipated, excited Kickstarter.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. What about you?
That's a tough one. I checked it recently, I've backed almost 400 games over my period of kickstarting games.
Wow.
Yeah, I have an illness.
I'll let you think then if you want, because I by comparison, I think I've backed 6. I'm not huge on backing on Kickstarter, but I have been backing more. So I've been thinking about it. I think actually probably the one I was the most excited about was the remake of Bootleggers that came out about 4 years ago. That was, I think, the first game I ever backed on Kickstarter. So I was really trepidatious about doing it, and the game got delayed for nearly a year. So I was following the production, and every few weeks I'd check for updates and stuff. And when it finally came in, we played it. It was like, this was worth the wait. And it's just, I love the game, and my gaming group I play with, we all enjoy it. So it still hits the table to this day. And so that one was really exciting because even with all the delays, it paid off and was worth it.
I've backed so many projects over the years. It's hard for me to even remember them all, which I think probably says it's always that exciting. And I backed Blood Rage, and I guess it winds down to what you think qualifies as exciting, and all the CMON games I've backed. Of course, there's that massive unboxing. You get this huge crate that gets delivered to your door, and it's so fun to open.
Crates.
But
What is this?
that's
the hand symbol for crates?
Sure, why not?
Crates stacking them up.
But I think the games I really enjoy backing are the smaller projects that give me something somewhat uncommon, a little gem or a little treasure. And so the two that popped to mind as I was sitting here thinking about it for a minute, a game called Yakitori and a game called Druids. And those are two small publisher games, and one is this innovative thing where and they're both wood, and that's what Rose, they're very small print runs of these laser etched wood games. And Yakitori are like the meat sticks that you can buy that's like street food in Japan.
Okay.
Skewer?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the game itself, it's got wood blocks that have different kinds of meat printed on, and you have skewers, and as you put them on, you get different abilities and stuff like that. It's very tactile and very physical. Everything is very well planned out in the box. It's cool. It's just, and then they offered a vegetarian option. I'm a vegetarian, so yeah. And then Druids is this wonderful little abstract game. Again, all done in wood, and it's got a really cool theme. It's got all these great little wood bits, and it's just pretty and neat. It didn't have a huge print run, so I've got these two little gems, these small print run gems, and every time I see them, I'm like, oh, I'm glad I have those, and I back those on Kickstarter.
That sounds really special. Those are the excellent type games.
Another question from M. Cogdeal, who happens to be from my hometown in Charlotte, is what is your favorite game mechanic? And I'll go first because I've had a chance to pre-read these. My easily worker placement. By far, worker placement. I like having the limited number of things that I can do per turn, and I like the idea of some worker placement games, once you take a spot, nobody else can have it, and be able to, over the course of a game, saying, well, I need to go to this place this turn, but this place, next turn I need to go to this place. So for me, worker placement.
Did you have one pick?
Is rolling right a mechanic?
Sure, yes.
Because I think that would be a pretty obvious one for me, for anybody who knows me, that I just love roll and write games. So I think that would probably be a pretty big one. But if that doesn't qualify, I like hand management games, which often come with multi-use cards. Games that, like San Juan, where a card can serve as currency or as the building that you need it for, and you kind of have to gauge what value that card has now versus later, and how you choose to use it. I really like multi-use cards or hand management.
So do you like Bruges?
I don't know.
If you like multi-use cards, you really need to check out Bruges. It's the same sort of thing.
Yeah, I like games like Matainai and stuff like that. So that kind of fits in that. Yeah.
Okay. This is a question where I have an answer that I always remember until someone asks me, and then poof, it disappears. But I think I'm a sucker for using dice in ways other than rolling the dice. But I'll put that aside. I like a game that when a game gives you a decision to make, that when you make this decision, it's going to benefit you, but also indirectly benefit your opponent. So you have to choose how much you want to benefit yourself and also benefit your opponent. So was it Crystal Caverns? Was that the recent game? No, Crystal Clans. The recent game.
Flathead?
Yeah, where you had that mechanism where as you did stuff, you're giving your opponents more power to use with more you did. Yep. Also, Paris Connection, as you're doing the bidding system and laying down tracks, you are affecting everyone's economy as you're laying down the tracks and everything. I really love that, where you have to make that decision of, I'm going to gain something, but the more I gain, the more I benefit you, so I have to figure out the risk versus reward.
And it is about time for our stream to end, so I'm going to give you one more question.
One more question.
Sorry,
okay.
Voice.
He's parched.
Last question. I am parched. Last question. I like this one. Do you like to sit, stand, or hover when playing board games?
Ooh, that's a really good one. Okay, I guess I'll go first. I like having my favorite gaming surface setup is actually having a game set up on a counter height table. So I have the option to sit either on a bar stool size chair or stand. Because I mentioned in my review of the Game Toppers that I've had back surgery and stuff in the back from some issues, and so if I sit too long, I kind of need to get up and stretch. My back starts to hurt, my leg starts to hurt. So having that option to stand or sit or hover around, I like to kind of differentiate, fluctuate between them. So for me, it's more the counter height gaming surface. That's what's really important to me when it comes to that aspect.
That's not too common though. So I
know.
It,
yeah.
Some place like this.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had to go out of my way. I actually have my gaming table at home. One of them is just a normal size table like this, but I actually built little extenders to extend it up so it's a little bit higher and taller, so you can stand if you want to. Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's really hard to find a good gaming table like that.
I probably prefer to sit overall. A lot of games you're kind of getting into it, but I can be restless. So I definitely, and certainly if there's anything difficult for me to see, right, there's a lot of standing and leaning over the table and stuff like that, but I tend to move or mid-game get up and take a little walk and get a beverage or something like that just to break up this sitting, because there's a lot of sitting in our hobby.
Sure, yes.
But in general, I'm going to sit at whatever table that I have.
And for me, it depends on what type of game we're playing. If I'm playing a board game, it's probably going to be sitting. But when I miniature game, I like to stand.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Because I like, number one, higher tables. Plus, when you're standing, you typically have to measure.
Yeah.
So you're constantly leaning over, measuring stuff. In fact, when you go into many hobby stores and they have miniature tables set up, you'll notice that they're a lot higher height, because people prefer to stand when playing that type of game.
Yeah.
So,
Why do you think that is? Because of the reaching?
I just told you why I think that was, because of the measuring. So you usually move around, lean over, and use the rulers.
Yes,
and
you did.
You
just
don't
say
listen
that.
to me.
Why
don't you listen to me?
Join us.
We've been talking all day. Why do you hate me?
I'm sorry.
Shut down the steam. We got to talk.
I just made the mistake that I let you realize I wasn't listening to you.
Stream.
Okay. Actually, that is a good point to shut things down, because yes, my brain stopped about 2 questions ago. But join us tomorrow and also tonight. Let's just get the rundown. So our producer gave me the reminder. Okay. So first,
smooth.
Professional.
Again, that quality you were right about here.
We almost hit it today. Tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Marty, what can the viewers see on the Dice Towers YouTube channel?
You're going to be able to see a live play of Magical Athlete. Are you a part of this, Suzanne?
I'm not, but Crystal and Ambi are, along with Tom, and I think Z and Sam might be part of it.
Chris Miller from the Secret
Chris
Cabal.
Miller's supposed to be like a player piece or something.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and Jamie Kegi too.
Yes,
so it's going to be quite the crew.
That sounds fantastic. So if you want to see all the normal, good Dice Tower people, then you can go check them out at 7 o'clock. We will be back, Chaz and I, tomorrow in these seats right here, 9 a.m. in the morning, Eastern Time. Kicking off the day, we're going to have several people come in like Meeple Source, Whiz Kids, Bezier Games, and we have our 2 first special guests of honor that include Rob Davio, who I just saw came in today. He is here, and Mr. Eric Lane.
And that's going to be a lot of fun too, because just like today, we have games and stuff that we're going to be talking about with our guests, but we also have some special events, kind of activities lined up to do with them as well. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have kind of some information and fun continuing into tomorrow as well.
That's right. And also we'll be having maybe the same or a different hashtag tomorrow, maybe giving away some more prizes. So with that, I've been Marty Connell.
And I've been Chaz Marler from
along with Suzanne
Paradise.
Sheldon. You don't get to say that.
I'm trying to plug my thing.
Okay, plug your thing. Oh my gosh.
Who's this? Just tell.
You just said.
I just did.
I'm Suzanne.
All right.
You invited me.
We've fallen apart and we've hit the ground floor. The last thing I want to mention before we go is that within the next 24 hours, we will be picking the winners, the 2 winners from today's contest, and I will contact you. Dice Paradise on Twitter will friend you and send you a direct message telling you that you've won and getting just the information needed to pass along the cool stuff for them to send you a gift certificate. Until tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, where Marty and I will be joining you in these seats, I've been Chaz Marler with
Marty Connell
and
Suzanne Sheldon.
And you've been watching the Dice Towers live stream from the 2018 Dice Tower Convention.
The 2018th one. Amazing.
Yes. We'll see you tomorrow with our list of corrections.